as I was saying, the local authority will send you back a form and some letters. So basically, you put together what you're looking at by way of a lesson plan, what your child will learn. That could be by way of socialising, going to the park, meeting up with other home ed parents, taking your child to a home ed tutoring centre. Those are there because a lot of parents say, well, I'm not very good at maths, English or science. You don't have to be. We have tutoring centres like pt2 tuition. Another guy called Marlon Hamilton who does stuff. You know, there's a lot of them online, and what they're also doing is teaching your children about the modern world, like a lot of you have commented, teaching your children about how to trade in crypto, acting classes. There's a million things: trading crypto, acting classes, maths, English, science, geography. Now when we speak about geography, home ed also includes taking your children abroad. You know, you do not have to follow the national curriculum when you're home educating your child. Home education could be sitting down one day, maybe, you know, if your child gets up at whatever time, watching a really good movie. Trading places is a very, very good way to educate your children about how the world works and economics and things like that. So these are some of the home ed ideas that you can actually do. Like I said, there's a lot of home ed groups out there. Join some of them either on WhatsApp, on Facebook, even here on TikTok from what I understand. So they are out there. With regards to those of you who work full-time, what I found a lot has been helpful to a lot of parents is you can get yourself a nanny or a childminder. That way you have someone that will be taking care of your child throughout the day. If as well you have good friends and family that can maybe escort your child to and from activities during the day, do it sitting with your child at home, doing online learning, taking them down to the park to socialise and things like that. All of that is home ed. If your child has an educational healthcare plan, an EHCP, because they have whatever condition, you are also, the EHCP can be directed to pay for your child's home ed tuition. Okay, so I'll say that again. If your child has an educational healthcare plan, the educational funds, some of them are up to £60,000, can be directed to pay for any home ed provisions that you need for your child. I have a child who does horse riding, he does hot yoga, he goes to the farm, he does a range of activities, and that is all part of his home ed journey. No one says, and don't try and fall into the trap of thinking that home education is your child sitting at a desk rigid, having to do maths for an hour, having to do English for an hour, having to do, not to say that there's anything wrong with that, but all our children work in different ways. And home ed is very, very much child-led learning. It's very much how your child actually responds and reacts to learning. Your child could be one of those children that enjoy reading for hours on end. But yes, you do also have to fit in maths and other subjects. So that is the key. So you write to your head teacher of your school. They will in turn write to the local authority and also deregister you. The local authority will contact you. You can send back the form, and that's kind of